It's been a rough few years for the Desert Rangers. When the world ended, they tried to bring some order to what was left of Arizona. But then, the Cochise AI woke up, and they found themselves in a fight to the death with its robot army. In the end, they had to nuke their own base to kill the damn thing for good. Been hard going ever since. Then, the Rangers heard from a fella calling himself the Patriarch. Said he owned Colorado, but his kids were trying to steal it from him. And if the Rangers were to come and put him in their place, he'd give Arizona all the food and supplies it needed to rebuild and survive.
Whoa! Sorry, Major. No way we're getting through that.
10-4, Cody. Advance team reported an alternate route across a frozen lake. Find it.
Copy that.
Well, reluctant as the Rangers are to interfere in family squabbles, they weren't really in a position to say no.
Our route's around that dam on the far shore. Scouts, check out the ice and lead us across.
Yes, ma'am.
So the brass sent Ranger Team November across the Rockies, because the aid he was promising the Rangers wasn't just their best hope. It was their last.
Okay, Major. All good. Come ahead.
Yeah. It's been a rough road lately. But that's the thing about the Rangers. It doesn't matter how hard it gets, or how many of them fall. They keep on fighting. The Rangers never stop fighting.
November. Drive straight on this heated shot, but buy me a minute and I think I can get the weapons online.
Free haircuts! Now you done pissed us off!
Taking some of these freaks with me!
Seen that coming.
There's the problem. Hang in there, November. Almost got it. November, you have targeting control. Over here, you two. Come here. Listen, if you want to live through this, we gotta take out the bastards with the rocket launcher up on the dam. We'll each find our own way up there and catch them front and back. Got it? Good. And remember, Arizona's depending on us. There's no giving up here, there's no going back. All right, move out. And keep an eye out for survivors. Let's not leave anyone behind.
Look at them doodle bugs run! Come on, cousins! Don't let them scatter! Keep them together while I reload the rocket gun! Ooh, man, I love this thing! Are you lost? In the blood! Get off the ice!
How should I know? Maybe you blew her up already.
Liar! I want her head. It's gonna be me who bring it to you. Where is she?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're hiding her from me. You're denying my glory.
Get that fucking...
Fuck! Your friends are here. Okay, Hotlanders. Drop your guns and she doesn't die. Got it? You ain't heard of the Dorseys? The bringers of the deluge? Ha! You're more ignorant than I thought. Bastards! I told you I'd kill her!
Your ma and I ain't much for saying goodbyes, Jody Bell, so we're gonna won't be grieving long.
Murders! Sick fucks!
Epic finish.
This is Major Prasad. I took an outflow pipe through to the far side of the dam. Now it looks like I can get up behind those yahoos on the top and take them unawares. Let me know when you're in position and we'll...
Shit! Incoming fire! Taking cover!
Oh, another gut puppet to my name. You hearing this, Erastus? You ought to be here. The deluge of blood has begun, and I'm winning, big brother.
hostiles who jumped me, but those bastards are still up there on the dam. I found a spot to hunker down and get you some cover when you get there. But I'm afraid this'll be mostly on you. Good luck. And hurry.
Ah, damn it. Looks like we killed them all. Guess the fun's over. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Howdy, Hotlander. Oh, as much fun as it is killing folk long distance, I like it best when the deluge of blood happens up close and personal. You know what I mean? The rest is gonna be sorry he stayed home. He loves him some entrails. My big brother, he'd have loved to taken a piece out of you, but that's okay. I'll bring him one later. Because it was ordained. The Darcys are the harbingers of the deluge, the motherfucking end of the old world, and the beginning of the new. And it all begins here, you little prairie dog. What I do to you, the Darcy's gonna do to all of Colorado. So squeal all you want. No one's coming to save us.
Holy shit! They done killed Jared!
Never shut up. Heads up, Rangers. More incoming.
Are your garments all spotless? Are they white as the snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Is your soul all spotless? Is it clean as snow? Are you washed in the blood? I am washed. I am washed. I am washed in the blood of the Lamb. I am clean and spotless. I am pure like the snow. I am washed in the blood of the Lamb. Have you laid down your burdens and are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? I've laid down my troubles, found peace and rest.
How's that awesome bacon like? Don't feel my bleed!
I am washed in the blood of the Lamb. I am clean and spotless. I am pure like the snow. I am washed in the blood
breathing will cleanse ya!
Keeping him busy. Nice work finishing off that jerk's crew. Did you find any other survivors? Damn it. Damn. I'm bleeding all over the paperwork. We need to head for Colorado Springs. Establish a headquarters at Peterson Air Force. We do that, and the Patriarch sends aid to the Arizona Rangers. We don't, and the Rangers are fucked. That brings me to the secret orders. When we first heard from the Patriarch, General Woodson sent an advance team to Colorado, led by Angela Death. But they went dark. We have to find them. No. She found her way home, then found out all her squad mates had died fighting. Cochise. Probably why she volunteered for the advanced team mission. Got her away from her ghosts. Give me a second. Catch my breath, and we can go.
Welcome, Rangers. You may approach the Patriot.
2 when there were 50. Cold logic says I should turn you away. That there aren't enough of you left to do the job at hand. But that Dorsey ambush was my fault. And I owe you more than explanations and apologies. So, the Dorseys didn't just attack you. They attacked my city. This one was trying to burn down our jail. If you want some vengeance for what was done to you, he's yours. If you insist. Thank you. It's been too long since I've dealt with my problems firsthand. I'd like to do the same to all the Dorseys. And maybe, with your help, I will. But for now, let me address your immediate needs. In addition to this base and the aid I promised your general, I'll be giving you the resources to return your force to full strength. It's not enough. I know. The men and women you lost can never be replaced, but it's what I can give you. I hope you'll accept it. The deal's still in place. You help me, I help Arizona. And the flame of civilization spreads its warm glow a little further into the night. That's what we all want, right? Now, introductions. My name is Saul Buchanan. I own Colorado, though you'll meet some who disagree. This base is your new home. From here, you'll aid my people and, more importantly, do the job I brought you here to do. Now... Yes, Joe?
Pardon, Patriarch. It's Daisy. An update on the Garden of the Gods?
All right. Sorry, Rangers. Still putting out fires. 2 of my best are waiting for you inside. Darius Kwan of the Marshals, and my old friend Sergei Greatsky. Go see him. I'll be in when I'm done here. Whose job was that?
Pleased to meet you, Rangers.
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
No idea. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off. How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules. Yeah, weird, huh? They weren't active when we looked the place over a few days back, but... let's talk after you kill the alarms. I can hardly hear myself think.
Word of warning with those servitors. They tend to go nuts if you ask them to disobey orders.
Alarm! 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 Fire 8 alarm! A warning to you, intruder. This is a secure, full-permit facility. You commit trespassing against the authorization or you will be disqualified. Please hold accessing return. Still accessing. Remain on hold. Authorization provisionally accepted. Servitors will remain watchful on you.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the third blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished them. They've been skulking in the shadows ever since, but lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course, but apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans. What? You think I want to kill my kids? You think I'm even afraid of them? I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't.
Not even liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP. And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear? You've already done the impossible by making it here. I trust you. Find a way to make it possible. Now, let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty's raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know? Name 'em. Understandable. I'll have Joe send you a few things once we get back to Broadmoor Heights. What do you want to know? Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. The things he's done to the women he finds. Anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared, because he escaped a while ago and then came back with a gang of freaks and turned the place into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some Rangers as well. Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them. Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt. Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now. Crazy cultists worship an old U.S. president as a god. Trouble is, they're the only ones who know how to refine oil anymore, so we gotta play nice. Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected. She's already tried once. Got all the way to the palace steps before we chased her off. She's been licking her wounds out east ever since. Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Ever. Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The 100 families, the Gippers, the Marshals, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy. Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only one who can save your people. Nobody else can get supplies to Arizona before they starve to death. That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest. You'd better. Anything else? Uh-huh. The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wipe them out years ago, but... mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most. Possibly, but I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them. My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure. Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility. Good. What else do you need? Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do. Cocky, huh? Well, cocky's good. As long as you can back it up. All right, let's move out.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Want to discuss staffing and recruiting, that kind of thing.
Need to fill you.
Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad? My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up. Listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need. But if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it. Well, I can take care of the rank and file, but you're going to want mechanics, medics, an armory officer, that sort of thing. A competent staff is important. Helping Sheriff Daisy could be a first step. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some Meanwhile, I'll start cleaning up here. Take a look around before you go. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are gonna need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet. Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
Welcome to your communications hub, Rangers. The Patriarch was good enough to let me use my own gear. From here on out, I will be your voice in the wind. You can contact Ranger HQ at any time through your radio, and I'll reach out as needed. When there's arrests to be made under your authority, just radio them into me. Pleasure to serve. Oh, I'm not. It just turns out artificial intelligence isn't that much different from fiddling with radios. Easy enough to install, it turned out. Are you expecting me to laugh about that? To say they're wimps? Hey man, I've known the toughest of the tough crying to their pillows at night. Battle fatigue is no joke. Hey, you know what? I've been through it myself. I'll talk to them. See if I can get them to open up about it. Anytime.
What a stink. Somebody's been using this medbay for a morgue. Gonna take an ocean bleach to get it ready for customers. Look at all this machinery. If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armory. A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here. pretty grand in here. Maybe you can make it your trophy hall or museum or something. Or a handball court.
You're good people, Rangers. We'll find a way to pay you back. Anything you need? Sure. Andy may have. He's the only one of us who knew computers. I told him to stay out of there because I was afraid of, well, of something like what happened when this whole place got locked down. Oh, it's horrible. They were there when we arrived. Probably been rotting away for months from the look of them. Ugh, not to mention the smell. Yep. There was a man locked in there when we moved in, living off insects and mushrooms in his cell. I left him locked up after I met him. I felt bad about that. He was cordial enough, but... and those glassy eyes. Poked my head in there and saw a giant robot next to a dead body. Hard pass. Booby traps, mostly. One of my people disarmed an explosive on a door, but missed a gas mine under the floor panel. I told everyone to avoid the room after that. No one here is worth losing over whatever guns may or may not be in there. We first got into the base through a hole in the archive room's wall. Some critters living in there chased us around, but we managed to shut them in before anyone got seriously hurt. We've been trying to snare them for a while for fresh meat, but they just chew through the ropes like they're Sour Patch Kids. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
What can I do for you? Because, this... Oh, man, didn't you like my joke? Okay, like, well, so a guy I used to be friends with, well, I guess he was more of a business partner. Friend, though, too, man. Like, former friend who decided he didn't, want to go splitsies anymore, so he conked me on the head. And when I woke up, I was in here. Real bummer, man, like, seriously. Oh, so a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and, freaked out and starts messing with that, computer machine over there. And yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine and he falls down and then all these, sirens and flashing lights.
But then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, well, you came in. Yeah, man, you know it. I mean, we talked about it and all, so, yeah. If you find a way to open this door, that'd be... that I told you, man. I thought he was my friend, you know? But he wasn't. Later, dudes, and, oh, hey, hi again. What can I do later, dudes? And, don't forget to think about... Oh, hey, hi again. What can I do for you? Later, dudes, and, don't forget to think about getting this door open. Oh, hey, hi again. Later, dudes, and, don't forget to think about getting this... Thanks for, the assist, dudes. I owe you big time.
Tired of gridlock? Sick of dodging reckless drivers? Fed up with paying a fortune to shady mechanics that never actually fix your car? Consolidated Atomics has the answer. Introducing Hermes, the revolutionary vehicle AI that's an expert driver, navigator, and auto mechanic all in one. Hermes remembers your daily commute, gathering up-to-the-minute traffic reports to plot the quickest route to your destination. The AI also takes care of basic maintenance, keeping your vehicle in peak condition. Visit your local dealership for information on a Hermes upgrade kit today. Consolidated Atomics, 21st century solutions for the problems of today.
Systems active. Systems active.
Justice Dorsey, calling the Rangers. You killed my brother Jeff. Well, now you're gonna come find me. Unless you want all of Colorado to hear me kill a... Got a whole family trapped in their homestead. About 3 generations worth. Now, if you don't want them to be the next to die in the deluge of blood, you better come up north and take their place. Real funny, Rangers. Real fucking funny. I caught one before they all got in the door. Well, how do you like their jokes? The rest of them go when I get bored, Rangers. So you better hurry, 'cause I was born restless.
November 1. Receiving an urgent distress call in your area. Patch...
This is Arapahoe 44. We're pinned down on 25 south of Colorado Springs. 2 escorts killed, and these motherfuckers are circling back.
44! Are you there, 44? The Rangers will get somebody to your location right away. Copy? Lost contact. You heard them, November. And listen, this isn't just any convoy. A44 is hauling new power armor for the Marshals. Your call, but would advise against taking your time, November. That cargo is absolutely essential to Colorado Springs. The Patriarch will expect us to recover it. Over and out. Staff up our garage.
Oh, shit! The Rangers! They got the jump on us. Let's get 'em. Easy now, cousins. Before we get to the killing, I'm gonna give these Heartlanders the chance to apologize for killing my brother Jarrett. Go on, Rangers. Tell us how sorry you are. Pretending you meant that? Are you pretending you care even the tiniest little bit about my baby brother? Listen up, you cat-loving simp! My name is Erastus Dorsey of the Dorsey clan, and we were sent by God to find you, hunt you, and wipe you from the face of the earth. But now, you gone and killed my brother, so I'm adding my own wrath to the wrath of God. This ain't just the deluge of blood anymore. I'm gonna peel off an inch of your skin for every tear I shed over the death of that poor, sweet angel boy. And Rangers, I shed 1,000. Even, it would take the death of the whole world to repay me for my Jarrett's life. God says it's time for the skinning knife. Don't listen to them. We outnumber them 2 to 1.
Oh, that may be true, Erastus, but so did Jarrett and his boys, right?
Yeah, a lot of us could die.
Who cares? Jarrett's gotta be avenged.
Sorry, Erastus. Put your gun up. We want to get home alive.
Cowards! Traitors! Apostates! This is mutiny! You don't deserve to be washed in the deluge! I'll rewire your heads, motherfuckers! I'll string barbed wire through your eye holes and make a goddamn daisy chain out of you!
Come on, Erastus, stand down. Let's get out of here.
You ain't seen the last of me, you butchers!
Come on in.
Thanks for the help, strangers. In all our years, we ain't never seen raiders put up their guns and walk away. How'd you do that?
We're the Hoons, by the way. My name's Avon, and this here's my husband Angus. You strangers saved our whole family from those bushwhackers. Except for poor Dee. Who are you folks anyway?
Desert Rangers? Well, that's a new one on me. But we're always the last to get news, living way up here.
Tell you what, we ain't got much money, but we got more bullets stashed than we'll ever need. Back when we were young, we were always saving for the big shootout.
That ain't near enough for saving our lives, but maybe it'll help keep you safe. Questions? Okay, let's hear them. got a good eye.
That gun was handmade by our son, Alistair, back when he joined the Patriarch's Marshals. Being a hoon, he figured he could make a better rifle than the standard issue. Didn't save him, though. Some yahoo shot him down while he was trying to break up a fight. The gun's all we have left of him, so we like to keep it.
Alistair whom? I remember him. Nice fella. Helped train me to shoot.
You pussies let them Dorseys go? After they murdered Dee Dee?
Elmore, these people saved our lives. Don't you ever talk to them again.
All right, fine. Sorry.
asked my mother if she'd let me have Dee Dee's corpse. She said no.
Marshal's power armor. See you soon, Rangers. Oh, and we were very respectful of the caravan guards. You fucks were too lazy to come rescue. We built a shrine in their honor.
Rangers. Name's BB Gunn. Glad to meet ya. Listen. We've been doing a little civil forfeiture, and we need to turn some impound into cash. Interested? Aw, thanks. I'll tell the others she said so. Huh? Oh, yeah! Guilty as hell. Trust me, every one of them. Yeah. Better than fair, Rangers. This is some prime shit. Let me open the back. More civil forfeiture in the back if you want to look. Let me open the back.
and it is my pleasure to bid you welcome to the bazaar. Come in, for the night air is chill, your wall is heavy, and our goods plenty bring us your wealthy, your rich, your full purses. And if you can't afford it, just stay away. This has been a Monster Army production.
Oye amigos, es un show at the Clown Museum in Arriba. Take the tour, then visit El Big Top and learn what it really means to be a clown. Children under 10 are free. We can't get enough of those cabronitos. Arriba, los payasos.
symptoms suggest that I've been poisoned.
That was a learning experience.
RIP, bringing you another Monster Army Jam. This one is for all the lonely hearts out there. At least it's still in your chest. For now. Awoo!
I was working late one night when my eyes beheld eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise. And suddenly, to my surprise, we did the lunge. The monster lunge. It was a graveyard smash. We did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom
That Valor kid doesn't sound much more stable than his brother.
Rangers.
fair.
Dorsey's gonna die for what they done.
You don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch? Then maybe the magistrate will listen to you. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you. I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much. Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever. Please, help my son!
The deluge of blood is coming
This
for
kid's
you
going in the
all.
pillories next.
Death to Buchanan! Death to the 100 stinking families!
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please.
I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything?
We should build some more watchtowers.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Quan. It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says. Reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Deputy, how long is the sheriff going to be busy?
As long as it takes, Miss Wesson. You know the trouble that's gone down.
I do know. My family's in trouble right now. That's why it's so urgent I talk to the sheriff.
She's doing everything she can, miss. If you could just wait here, you'll be the first to know when we know.
Deputy Torres! My family's in the garden with those Dorseys. Ah, Marshals, Finally. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting. Forgive me. I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when. That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration. Someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage. I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off. Thank you, friends. One more voice urging her to action might be... Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me.
How's your family?
My mom and pa are safe.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But...
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
That girl, you think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm going to insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers. The garden's on the...
You spoke to Sheriff Daisy like you promised, strangers. Thank you. I heard her tell you to take me with you to the Garden of the Gods. So, when do we leave? It's a project of the Ward family. A showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies, but there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious. No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot all...
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
At last.
deluge of blood is coming for you all!
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs! New in town? Did you hear about what happened? Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it. Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city. Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs! Families taken hostage!
Darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if an item... Sarn it! You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there!
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed. Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Well, go on then.
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
Uh-oh. They have us at a disadvantage.
That is how it's done.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of... Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage. And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
Parker's the best doctor in town. Yeah.
Hey, take a look at what these marshals and Dorsey's got on them.
Those marshals were colleagues of mine. I'm gonna guess you didn't kill them.
Fat chance. We got guns and ammo now. We don't take orders from marshals no more.
Taking shelter. Assessing the target.
can handle this, right?
Life goes for cheap.
We have persevered.
What's the matter with you? Don't you know? Go away!
Boss said we're closed till further notice.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Sheriff said I should be expecting you. Also said you'd have young Lucia Wesson with you. She tells me you will. It's the Garden of the Gods. Rocks, experiment, no room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bum under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. God, it is. We best stay back.
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it. Really? That's great news! I'm back in business.
Welcome to Mary Milkteeth's Morning After Mart. If you did some things last night that you wish you hadn't, or maybe you got banged up in the Dorsey raid, I can help with that too. What do you need? Remedies for regret, children. Headache pills, hair of the dog, pills for the pox, pills for the pain, and first aid. Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
There's always something breaking.
Come
Let's
on,
hope
pal.
you got
Pull
another
through.
career.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, they didn't bother with us. They were after folks wearing badges like yours. Haven't seen your friends before. If you folks are looking for help with your vehicle, you've come to the right place. Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
Should I call him?
Call who?
Oh, just this woman he's been in love with forever now. They met in the bazaar and she saved him from getting into trouble. But now he's too scared to do anything about it.
Whoa! Hey! Nothing like the smell of gasoline.
Hey, Doc.
Quan, hope you won't take offense, but I've got no time for
Understood, brother.
Yeah.
It isn't
What we didn't expect was
bad, is it?
50 VWs
Just
in his garden.
flesh
hanging
wound.
around like
Am I right?
shrubbery in a rich man's home.
You should see.
Damn waste of some
The other
good
guy.
cars, but
It isn't that bad, is it? Flesh wound. Am I right? You should see the other guy. It isn't that bad, is it? Just flesh wound. Am I right? You should see the other guy. It isn't that bad, is it? Just flesh wound. You closed my wound. I won't miss staring at my own guts. Thanks. Would have bled to death without you.
Hope you won't take offense, but I've got no time for niceties. Dying people take precedence. They're in bad shape, and I don't have the time or tools to save them. Thank you. The things I need most are a suture kit, an injury kit, and a medic pack. Got that? These folks are literally dying on us, so don't fuck around. We'll talk more when you come back.
That's the last of them. Let's round him up and bring him back to Doc Parker.
they wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop? It hurts. Please.
Thanks. Would have bled to death without you.
What now? Finally. Get started on those patients.
They wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop? It hurts. Please.
Hiya, chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium. My store has every fin you're looking for. Dive on in. Sardinely.
Hello? Whoever just came up from the city. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you. As long as it's safe.
Hey! You on the ledge! Hands up!
Oh no. They found me.
This whole place rigged to blow!
My
That's
uncle
why!
tells me you're a man of questionable morals, Mr.
Hey! Well, where did you come from? You back the hell off, or you're dead!
Wait, he's got what now?
Settle down, cousins. We ain't looking to get...
We'll just put our weapons down, okay? Nice and slow. Nobody pisses the guy off on the ledge, right?
We'll go quiet. Just don't give us to...
This is Ranger HQ, reading you loud and clear, November 1. What's your status? Copy that, November 1. Dispatch...
Oh God. Did the Patriarch send you?
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me! Have you seen...
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming.
You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but... I think they took everyone to their camp, just past the Gateway Rocks.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but they were still alive. God, no, I was stalling for time. If I had a few hours and the right chemicals, though, I could have prepared quite a surprise for them. You saved my life. I won't forget it.
Operational test number, 110. I've adjusted the angle of the solar collectors by 3.12 degrees to improve the energy transmission from the photonic amplification lenses. I've also attached a more sensitive voltmeter to the test panel, so I can hopefully get a more accurate reading of the conversion rate. Everything's set. Here we go. The photon amplification lenses are operating at 60% ambient light, approximately what we would expect on a typical day in Colorado Springs. Checking the voltmeter now. Yes, it's working! Energy storage is 12% above norm. This is better than I hoped. Now, if I can get the storage rate up to 25%, we'll have surplus power running into the batteries each day. For the first time since the deluge of fire, Colorado Springs will have all the electricity it needs. I can't wait to show this to Theo and Megan. They'll be so excited.
I might agreed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look, I didn't mean it to go this way. I tried to stop them. I really did.
Stop talking right now.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch. They didn't say anything about murdering hostages.
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid. I didn't want anything to happen.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew what they meant to me.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me. He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back. We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. It needs to change. Farron Brago's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about, I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery...
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please.
A better way? I can't think of one. Not after what he did to my family. You want to let him walk away from what he's done? I have justice right here in the palm of my hand. I am more than happy to mete it out. I would be delighted to be its instrument.
Thank you.
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over. Copy that, November 1. Dispatching an arrest team now. Good job getting those sons of bitches. Over and out.
You let Isaac live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch? After he helped them kill my family? You let him live? Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special? Others have died for less. He's the same age as me, old enough to know what's right and pay the price for doing wrong. But I'll admit that he was only a pawn. He didn't mean for my family to die. Very well. I accept your decision to let him live. But the people who are truly responsible, Neelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way. Of course. Good. We should go after Neelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Neelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not...
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
Hostage! Brave Marshal, stop Dorsey's at Palace Gates! Patriarchal...
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart?
Marshal Quan. Impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, a privilege to finally meet you. I am Magistrate Silas Watkins, the city's judge and administrator of justice. Do you need advice in a matter of law? A mother will say anything to save her child. If you want the truth, talk to the boy yourself. Indeed.
Hey, you got a car? 'Cause
I think we should pull some marshals from Broadmoor, put them here in downtown.
I like your style, Rangers. I asked for a favor and you came through for me. Course, I'd have liked it better if you sent Isaac Reed and his traitor friends to me, rather than locking them up in Ranger HQ. Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. And I sure would appreciate it if you keep that in mind for the future. Glad to hear that. I think we'll get along fine. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town, and she wants to join up.
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but we have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Well, since you already dealt with Isaac, let's concentrate on Brago. I'll never understand why the Patriarch let that rat set up shop here. Been nothing but trouble, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brago helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in. Take down Brago for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best-equipped armory this side of the Rockies. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Always a pleasure, Rangers.